Hey guys, Eclipse14 here, and welcome back to Let's Play Panzer Dragoon Saga. Okay, so we're right in front of this door in the middle of the burning forest with the more bizarre looking lightweight dragon, which means we have laser rank 6. And it just says, enter. Pretty weird, especially since we had a back entrance that covered everything up to this point. Even more weird is that everything is nice and green here, while the other part is still completely on fire, despite Dragoon being gone. Well, that's something. So anyway, there's one last thing to do here, which is the final piece of side quest material we can do in the game. All we need to do is head for the northwestern quadrant of these ruins. The easiest way to do it is just simply fly over and then dive down about here. And there's the empty pedestal we saw earlier. With the laser rank of 6, it now changes to caution, and when you activate it, a pretty crazy scene will trigger where you place the Dragon Crest on the pedestal, and if you have the Dragon Pup before you nuked the Shellcoof, you get this scene. The two merge, and the dragon's final form, the Solo Wing, makes its appearance. That was not sped up, I didn't press any buttons. If you're wondering what that last line was, Sestrin now faces winged death, is what it said. Anyway, this dragon looks familiar. I wonder why. In addition, unfortunately, unlike the previous class, you will have to potentially change classes. Not that it matters, I'm still going to stay normal, but as you can see, the dragons are actually very familiar. That's the defense version. I'm just going to try to make it close by. That's the attack version. Spiritual version. And finally, the agility version. Yeah. If the dragons kind of look familiar, that's because they're all callbacks to previous games, with only the spiritual version and the normal version calling back to the first game. Yeah, this is the original blue dragon from the first game, as well as the final form of the dragon in the second game. The others call back to Panzer Dragoon 2. Not really surprising considering both this and Saga were in development around the same time. Anyway, that is the last piece of side quest material left in the game. We're done. Everything we need to do, apart from fucking around the tower, is done. So, all I need to do now is simply find a way out of here, because I can't access the world map this way. Okay, come on. Really? Thank you. Good lord, about time. Okay, now we can get out of here. Alright, we're done. Off to the tower. Alright. So, fortunately, that whole situation happened pretty early on, so we don't really have to go too far to start back where we left off, which is 14F. We need to go to the western section now, which, flip here, is this door. Wait, east? Yeah, it's a misname, but if you go down this way and you're on the right path, it is indeed 14F West. Just fly on this way, and there's the switch to, oh, there's a slight little tip. I can probably hit this and turn it blue. Sure enough, I do. It's not like that one section where there was a tiny bit, right there. There's no way I can hit that. But anyway, hit the switch. And now we can repeat the process of shutting down the rotor pile to go down to 13F. Alright, down the hatch we go. Hit this. And farther down the hatch we go. Whee! Just free falling all the way to the very bottom because that's part of the map. As you can see, it also covers a part of the next section too, which is funny. And of course, the entryway into 13F is the only one, which we know because it was part of the route we had to take to get to the exterminator. And of course, there's the ancient recording device if you need it. I won't need this one. Room is pretty simple, it's just 13F being 13F. I mean, all I can really do is just like slam into there. And down the elevator into 12F we go. And here we are. This room is just as simple as 13F. But you probably already know that already, considering we had to run this round in Disc 3. Rolling, rolling. Except the hangar this time features a sub-boss in Twin Guardians. This fight is pathetically easy. All you need to do is simply wait just a tiny bit, and eventually they will split. Now turn this way and fire your lasers. These things are anti-shot, and the gray one on the left here is the only one that can be damaged. With my level, break these things attack. Yeah, you'll get this excellent before they even get a chance to attack you. Easy excellent for 4737 experience and 580 dimes. And there's level 50. Awesome. Yeah, probably the easiest sub-boss in the game. Though I've said that to a couple of them. Yeah, as I mentioned, looking in retrospect, yeah, I think Twin Gardens might be the easiest sub-boss because, before it even gets a chance to even attack you, you've already taken it out. Anyway, I'll fly down here. That should cover, yep, covers that. And there's the door to 11F. Alright, flying on the long passage, and I mean it's a long one. it's a little different this time. So what we need to do is simply fly through here. Eventually we'll come into the first room, which has something notable this time around. These things. Before I do anything, make sure... Okay, we're still good. These are laser traps. If you trigger them, you enter an immediate battle with, well, these guys. 2 Scorpitaras. These guys are relatively easy if you're at a decent level, but your main goal is to make sure to attack before they use Gravity Orb, which is about 2 charges time. Not that that's really a problem if you have the Pulverizer at a high enough level. Otherwise, the Armageddon Berserk works. Yeah, starting from here until you deactivate it, you may have Scorpitaria encounters. So, if I face more, I face more. If not, oh well. Speaking of, there's one right now. Flashing red radar. Fortunately, I am strong enough that it's not a problem. Get zapped. You also get zapped. You guys can do absolutely nothing against me. Then there's this switch. Alright, cool. Just roll on ahead. And, yeah, that's a first-time situation when you trigger the alarm for the first time and deactivate it. Afterwards, it doesn't say it. There are no scenes, and then, it's just conditional afterwards. Now we have this part, which, you can access this. If you put it in correctly, it'll lift it up without any problem whatsoever. Do it wrong, though, like so, the thing explodes and you face this guy, which is the only way to actually deal with it. The Sentinel is also pretty easy. If you're strong enough, you can just shoot it in the face once and be done with it. Though, it only attacks from the one red zone, but to get excellent, you can only move a few times. Timing is pretty quick. But, if you're strong enough, it won't be a problem. Alright, there's the second one. I may as well just blow up all the Sentinels and everything. The more I fight, the better chances I have at the bottom. And of course, getting a free shot against these guys is kind of a joke. Oh hey, Lindstrom unit. How about that? I guess that makes up for the fact that, I didn't get one with one of the Arangatas at the end of the episode before Grigorg. Roll on this way. Is everything correct here? Okay, everything is green. Green? I've been calling it blue the whole game, which is actually correct. And unfortunately, that little tiny piece of elevator can't even be accessed, because it ends up railroading you right towards the switch. Just not much you can do there. Now we head to 9F, which is a tiny bit different as it's the first time we've come here. And it's pretty large. Yeah, we've got 3 different rooms. Yippee. Alright, so we'll fly on this way and more lasers. Screw it, I'll get hit because I want to face more Scorpitarias. We are approaching 15 minutes though, so I think this last passage will be what I do before I cut the episode. Because this is probably going to take a while, and I'm probably going to end up fighting quite a bit. Not just from the Scorpitaria rampage that I just triggered, but also I think there's a few Sentinel locations too. Speak of the devil. Wait for it, shoot. Make it explode. Joke fight. The only hard part's timing it so it even spawns, to be completely honest. Oh, the right side. Okay, yeah, it's gonna be one of those kind of things. Alright, so just hug the wall, and there we go. No problem, I can do that a couple times. As well as run into more Scorpitarias. I mean, every one of them gives me slightly over a grand experience, which isn't a whole lot at this point in the game, but it does help. Maybe not so much as the 5,000 or 6,000 from the Golias, but those things are a pain in the ass to get. Even spawned. Remember how much time I had to just cut in order to make it possible. Got it. Yeah, don't even blink. Just blow it up. Alright, that's, that one western section's already blue before I even face it. That's just funny. Alright, that's it. So, with me having to run the wall, obviously. So we'll end up here, and another round of Scorpitarias. Hey, I'm in no rush. Well, then again, now we're at 17.5 minutes, and I, kind of need to rush in order to cut, because I'd rather not be in the halls here. I'd rather be in the vertical section in order to cut. Yeah, notice how Edge and Ezel don't talk again for this one. It's just a repeat. Skip it. Yeah, I just want to make sure everything's fine here. Oh, got clapped by taking the small one. It was kind of on purpose, because if I was able to trigger it, it'd be an immediate Scorpitaria. Scorpitera. I keep putting an I in it when that's not correct. Whoops. There's level 51. Well, that was a nicely well-timed laser trigger, I guess. No, I'm not going back to de-trigger it. Christ, there's no point. Put us in the last room, and yep, everything's good to go. Okay, so we will roll on ahead. Not before one last one of these, apparently. Yeah, Scorpitara. They're not Scorpitarias. They don't have an I at the end. That I've been accidentally making them. Whoops. Sometimes it happens, misreading and stuff like that. Alright, through the door, and into a section we had not seen.
らなかった。
ここがちょうど真ん中の層に当たるわ。塔が起動したせいで内部の構造も少し変化してる。あそこの接続部分を切り替えて。
Okay then. Well, we're past 20 minutes and we're in a section that is a bit unfamiliar. And so far, yeah, it looks like we actually have to go up in order to do stuff. That's fine. Still a bit to do, and we will cover that next episode. So, next episode we run through the middle floors. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.